explore, we imagine, we learn, we experiment. Every day brings something new. From angles to magnets, from stories to reflection. We learn something exciting every single day. And to show you what learning truly feels like for us, here's a little sneak peek into the joy of learning at our school. Isn't school just the best place to be in? Absolutely. Every day feels like a new adventure. There's always something exciting to learn, something that challenges us to think differently. That's why I love learning. Whether it's through a story, a poem, or an experiment, it always teaches us something about ourselves and the world around us. You're right. Stories and poems, for example, aren't just words on a page. They teach us how to feel, imagine, understand others. I remember when we wrote letters of gratitude. It felt like a word suddenly had the power to connect and to care. Yes, and even when we learn new words through Word of the Week, it isn't just about meanings. It's about finding the right words to express what's in our heart. And learning a language feels like seeing the world through new lens. And speaking of languages, my most favorite part was when we wrote letters to our favorite story characters. That's when I realized how magical learning feels when we use our creativity and imagination. I wrote it to Harry Potter and asked him to lend me his invisibility cloak for exams. That's the fun of learning, right? It's the same for me in maths. It isn't just numbers, it's like solving little mysteries. Everywhere I look, the stairs we climb, the tiles, the coins in our hands, I see maths hiding there. Even when I eat a pizza, I start thinking, is this 1/8 or 1/4? Remember when we used pegs on the math mat? Fractions suddenly started making sense as parts of a whole. True, and not just fractions. When we learned angles, we used judo socks to actually make them. It was colorful, hands-on, and even now, if I see a pizza slice, I whisper, that's an acute angle. That's so true. And learning is not just about big or fun activities. Even quiet moments matter. Like when we wrote summary after every chapter, it makes me pause and ask myself, what did I really understand today? It helps me reflect, remember, and do better next time. Exactly. Every subject shows us the world in a new way. And science, that's like discovering how things around us actually work. Remember our magnetic force activity? That simple activity taught us that only objects made of iron get attracted to magnets. But more than that, it made us curious to keep asking why. And then came the brain foods. We explored why some things work, why others sink. At first, it felt like it is another activity, but it was something bigger in science and in life. Nothing just happened like that. There's always a reason behind it. And when we start asking why, we start understanding the world better. And school isn't only about experiments. It also teaches us how to be better people. Exactly. Like during our Voices of Vision activity, we talked about what does real freedom means. Not just waving flags, but being responsible citizens, helping others, keeping the surroundings clean, and doing the right thing when even no one is watching. And learning about India didn't stop there. In Interhouse India Quiz, we discovered some great facts about our country, its history, geography, and incredible achievements. In this, it didn't just feel like a competition, it felt like discovering who we are. And that's the best part.
together, share ideas, listen, learnings become even more meaningful. It's like one idea sparking another until they all shine together. That's how we build collaboration, cooperation, and communication.
And when we work alone, that's like listening to our own thoughts. That's when we learn to think deeply and express our ideas freely.
I think that's what real learning is about. Not just finding answers, but discovering how to find them.
Our teachers don't just make us learn, they make us experience it. Whether it's solving a problem, performing an experiment, or writing a